Which state in the Union is the most Catholic? Which is the most Jewish? Which is the most Mormon? Which state has the fewest people who identify with any religion whatsoever? Well, let's answer those questions based on an aggregate of Gallup data from January through June of this year. First, percent Catholic. What state is the most Catholic of any in the Union? What would you say? Well, the correct answer is Rhode Island. 53% of residents in Rhode Island, based on our aggregate of data so far this year, tell us they are Catholic. That's followed by Massachusetts at 46%, Connecticut and New Jersey at 43%, and then New York State at 38%. All of these, of course, in the mid-Atlantic to New England area of the country. Let's shift over to Jews. There are only 2% Jewish in America, so we wouldn't expect any state to be really high in terms of percent Jewish. But if you guess that New York State has the highest percent Jewish of any other state, you would be right. Our data show that 7% of New York residents, that's the whole state, not just New York City, identify themselves as Jewish. That's followed by the District of Columbia, where I am now at 6%, and then 5% for the state of New Jersey. Mormon? Well, it's Utah. The state in the Union that has the highest percent Mormon is, of course, Utah. You would have guessed that. Not as high as some might think. In fact, it is 61% of adult residents of Utah who told us in the first 6 months of this year that they identify as Mormon. So there's about 40% of Utah which is not Mormon. What's next? Well, it's the contiguous state of Idaho in terms of percent Mormon at 19%. And then Wyoming, 10% of Wyoming residents say they are Mormon. And the state in the Union where the fewest people identify with any religion whatsoever, it is Oregon. 1 out of 4, 25% of residents of that state say, when we ask them what the religion is, that they don't have any religion at all. That's followed by Vermont at 24%, and then the state of Washington up there right next to Oregon at 22%. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup Poll.